So with the international break finally being over, I thought I'd be going through my Game Week 5 team for FPL, what transfers I'm thinking about making, and what my team is going to be looking like for Game Week 5. So stay tuned to the end, and be sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, hit those notifications, so you don't miss any more FPL content from me. Now let's get into my team. But before we get into my team, let's take a quick reminder of where we're at in FPL at the moment. I am currently 178k of the entire FPL world, which I feel like is a very good place to be at this time of year. We got 83 points in Game Week 1, a great start there. Not so good Game Week 2, only 2 players really returned, which is a shame. Game Week 3, we came back with a vengeance. Malo Gusto, what a transfer that was. Oh man, that right there is a differential. You'll love to see it. 12 points on the bench with Udogi. You don't love to see that, and it really sucks. And we've got 75 points, mainly from Holland in Game Week 4. But again, 12 points on the bench with Cameron Archer. Oh, it is so bad. But to be honest, I probably wasn't going to be playing him anyway, so it is what it is. That's the decisions you have to make in FPL, which will either make or break your team. But, you know, I feel like I'm doing pretty well overall. It's a good place to be, like I said, and yeah, relatively happy with it. So here's my team for the moment. I have yet to make a transfer at the moment. I have 1 free transfer, and how I feel about my team right now, I'm more liking it than disliking it for sure, but not totally 100% of it. I mean, there are players that I feel like have got great fixtures, and some that definitely have stinky fixtures, like the goalkeeper Onana. He's one of the players I dislike most in my team. To be honest, the Man United defense not looking too great, especially with players like Luke Shaw, you know, Varane's out, players like that just dropping like flies. You hate to see it, which definitely makes the Man United defense very weak, much weaker than it usually is. So yeah, I feel like having Onana is not a great what should I say, not ideal at the moment. But honestly, you know, is it worth making a transfer for another goalkeeper is something I'm still debating. I mean, his fixtures for the coming weeks are going to be a bit easier, but for Game Week 5, Brighton at home, I don't think he'll keep a clean sheet there. But you know, but like I said, is it worth making a transfer at this moment? I don't know. I still have to think about it. Let me know in the comments down below if you think I should be making a goalkeeper transfer in Game Week 5, because if I were to make a goalkeeper transfer, I'm honestly considering Bernd Leno. Why is that? Because Game Week 5, he plays Luton at home. Then he plays Crystal Palace at home. Game Week 7 is Chelsea, but I've got Areola, who's playing in Game Week 7 against Sheffield United at home, which is a great fixture. And in Game Week 8, Leno also plays Sheffield United at home. So yeah, I feel like that's a great goalkeeper rotation until Game Week 9, when I plan to use my wild card. So yeah, I feel like if I went with Leno, I feel like I would be very confident in him getting at least 1 or 2 clean sheets in that run. But you know, it's so hard to say, especially with, you know, Fulham. Are they the best defensively? Probably not. But could they keep clean sheets? Definitely. But yeah, that would be a plan if I were to change my goalkeeper. But you know, like I said, not so certain there. The defense, we got Udogi, Gusto, and Chilwell at the moment. You know, the only player I'm really concerned is Malo Gusto. Is he going to play in Game Week 5? Is Reece James coming back? I'm recording this on the Wednesday, and there has yet to be news on Reece James's availability. But to be honest, I don't feel like Reece James will be rushed back immediately. I do feel like he will be, like, you know, like maybe coming off the bench in this game. But you know, because with a player that has, you know, an injury record like Reece James, I don't feel like Pochettino will like rush him back immediately. So I do feel like Gusto is more than likely to start this game, in my opinion. So yeah, going with Gusto at the moment. You know, I need to wait on news on Reece James. You know, if he is going to play, then I'll probably have to do something there. But you know, for the defense, I feel okay with it. Udogi against Sheffield United at home, very good player to have, especially because he's been doing so well lately, and Tottenham are just doing so good, which is fair play to them. Ange Ball is definitely legit, and Ben Chilwell, you know, he is playing so attacking right now, so I feel like he's most definitely worth having in your FPL team. if you don't have them already. But I do feel like most of you will have him already, so you all know how great of an asset he is. And yeah, that's the defense for the moment. And I'm feeling okay about it, just a happy medium about it. Now, at the moment, there's a lot of talk about getting Newcastle defenders, which I do see why, because, you know, they didn't have a great start to the season, mainly because they had tough fixtures in the first 4 game weeks. But from game week 5 onwards, the fixtures should be a bit easier. So I can understand why people are looking at bringing in Newcastle defenders in. But for me, in my opinion, I probably don't feel like bringing a Newcastle defender in this week, mainly because they play Brentford at home, which I don't feel like is the easiest game. Mainly because Brentford have been really good in front of goal, and especially with players like Mbeumo, who have been super on fire this season. So even though they're at home, I don't feel that confident in a clean sheet. So that's one reason why I'm not too keen on defenders this game week. Another reason is, if I were to bring in a Newcastle defender, I probably want Trippier. And at the moment, I don't have enough for him, because I probably would get rid of Gusto. I only have 6 million in the bank if I get rid of Gusto, which is not enough, unfortunately. So yeah, for me at least, I'll probably, you know, stay away from Newcastle defenders for this game week and probably assess how they do against Brentford and then make a decision on from there. Now for my midfield, I feel like it's an okay midfield. You know, we've got players like Rashford, who honestly, since he's been playing on the left, has been super good. Got 2 assists and a goal in 2 games. You love to see it. He definitely should be staying on the left. That's where he does his best work. Now, I see a lot of you seem to be getting rid of him, mainly to get a player in like Heung-min Son and James Maddison, which I can understand why. But, you know, I just don't feel like Rashford, though, is like super bad in the sense that you need to like get rid of him immediately, because like I said, he's been on the left and he's been doing much better. And although he's playing Brighton this game week, but the fixtures afterwards get much easier until game week 10. But even after game week 10, they get super easy. So, you know, obviously Rashford, we know he can cook. He is just a wonderful attacker to have in FPL. And, you know, when he cooks, he definitely cooks really well. And obviously, like I said, the hype is on Son right now because he scored a hat-trick. But, you know, I definitely prefer James Maddison because I feel like James Maddison is a bit more consistent than Heung-min Son. Let's see if Son can keep up this form. Then, yeah, I may look into bringing him in a bit later. But for now, I'll probably keep an eye out on Heung-min Son because, you know, like I said, I need to wait and see some more information before making a decision. I know they're playing Sheffield United at home, but the games afterwards is Arsenal and Liverpool, which is tough fixtures. So, you know, if I had Son and Maddison in my team, I definitely would hold them, especially for game week 5, even through the 2 difficult fixtures against Liverpool and Arsenal. But, you know, in terms of me looking to bring them in, even though it's very tempting against Sheffield United at home, but I just, like I said, I just don't feel the consistent urge in bringing them in, because who would I take out? Like, I know some of them aren't doing so well, like Raheem Sterling didn't do so well against Nottingham Forest, but for me, I have mentally accepted myself in keeping Raheem Sterling until game week 9, because that's when I'll use my wildcard, because these game week fixtures, albeit away, are very easy fixtures, and I believe Raheem Sterling has a very good record against Bournemouth, so hopefully he can cook against them. But yeah, we'll keep Raheem Sterling in my team. I don't feel like one bad game week is enough to justify getting rid of him. That's too knee-jerky in my opinion, so we'll keep him there. Saka against Everton, you're definitely not getting rid of him. And Mbeumo, obviously Newcastle away is a tough fixture, but he's on penalties, and like I always say, you can get a dodgy penalty anytime and you'll get points in FPL. So definitely Mbeumo is one that I'm definitely not looking to get rid of, and obviously Bruno as well on penalties, not looking to get rid of him, and especially how he cooked in international break. You love to see it. 3 assists and a goal. Hopefully he can continue this form for Man United. Now obviously midfield transfers, like I said, if there was one midfielder I want to bring in, it's definitely James Maddison. And against Sheffield United at home is very tempting, but, you know, I just don't feel like if James Maddison had better fixtures in like game week 6 or 7, I definitely would 100% bring him in. But you know, these two red fixtures is what's putting me off a little bit. So yeah, it's just there's so many great midfielders I want to have in my team, but you know, you can only have 5, which is super annoying. James Madison would definitely be the 6th midfielder, but you know, it is what it is. I'm going to stick with my midfield for now. And for attackers, we got Haaland and Watkins. Haaland, no explanations there. We know how great he is. Yeah, we could skip over that. Watkins, though, let's talk about Ollie Watkins. Do I like having Ollie Watkins in my team? Not really. Do I dislike having him in my team? Not really as well, because Ollie Watkins is definitely a very safe option to have. I know he hasn't scored, but he's been getting assists, though, which is not too bad. It's not too bad at all. I do feel like people getting rid of him is a tiny bit overblown, even though I do understand it, because there are probably different attackers that are a bit cheaper that are probably cooking some more, and then they can use those funds to go different routes with their team. But you know, for me, against Crystal Palace at home, I do feel like I'll give him another chance. I know he has some issues with being subbed a bit early, but I'm not that concerned, to be honest. I feel like Ollie Watkins is a great player, and he will come good eventually. He 1000% will come good eventually. It's just a matter of time before he scores, and then the narrative will change, and then everybody will be saying, oh, we need to have Ollie Watkins in your team. I just know it. So yeah, I'm sticking my faith with Watkins for now, and yeah, hopefully he will do well for me. But yeah, that's my team right here. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of it. I think it's a pretty good team. My only concern, like I said, is Gusto, but if he doesn't play, I think Estupiñán will come in, even though it's against Man United away. Tough fixture, but you know, Man United is not a great defensive team, so there is definitely attacking potential with Estupiñán, so he'll be my first sub. And yeah, that's how I'm looking at for my team. You know, if something changes with Reece James, I'll probably make a transfer there, but if not, I think I'm just going to roll it. That's what my gut is telling me right now. Now, that could change at the moment, but for now, I'm just going to stick with what I've got and see how it does. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like, hit that subscribe button, hit those notifications so you don't miss any more FPL content from me. And let me know in the comments down below what you think of my team and how you think you're going to do in Game Week 5. Well, I'd love to hear from it. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Until the next video, see ya!